Imagine, if you will, that you are a video game developer. You've spent years working on different projects to no avail. But then, one fateful day, you somehow succeed in getting one of your crappy games on the PlayStation Store. You're excited. You feel like you've made the right moves and now you're ready to make some dough. But then you realize that nobody actually cares about the game you've made. And the ones that do give it a shot quickly find themselves laughing at the product you've spent so much time working on.
Car physics.
Jesus. Oh no!
We just read up on some information and I think we understand why this game is so broken.
It was made by 2 people.
Yep, that was it. 2 people. And it's selling for £20 on a successful console store.
Sure.
Your precious little indie game development studio has been spinning its wheels in the mud for almost 4 years. And now? Well, now you're a walking punchline. And so you spend hours trying to come up with a solution to the sinking ship you've invested your own time and money into. And thus, you, in your utmost naivete, come up with one of the shittiest marketing ploys ever conceived. This is exactly what happened with a PS4 debugging enthusiast and desperate video game developer in Kuwait. So, audience, just kick back, relax, and prepare for some grade A failure as we dive headfirst into the tale of Fares Alenzi. In 2015, Fares Alenzi formed ProWord Interactive, an indie game development studio in Kuwait. Alenzi, like many other fake leakers, took notice of the abundant fake Bully 2 leaks that I think most of you have seen plaguing the Bully community as of late. And like I said, eventually he came up with a, brilliant marketing strategy. So, what do? You make some fake Bully 2 leaks, publish them on your social media, and pass it off as the actions of a rogue Rockstar employee. Doing so would not just get him all kinds of attention, news articles, YouTube videos, but it would also get thousands of people to look into his game development studio. He saw the amount of views some of these YouTube commentators get, and naturally, he wanted a slice of that action. Fares first joined Twitter in August of this year. 1 month subsequent to this, he began uploading a series of fake Bully 2 leaks. The first one being this brief video sent to the Nathan NS and Bully 2 info. Right off the bat, you can see what appears to be several Bully 2 beta builds. And in the upper left corner, we have a piece of Bully 2 concept art, labeled Temp Icon. Actually, technically, this is concept art from the original game back in 2005, but hey, seems legit. The name of the supposed Bully 2 builds is Bully 2 followed by a bunch of random dots, numbers, dashes, letters, yada yada yada. And, get this, even the name of an actual Rockstar Games developer. I'm gonna be sure to blur out the name of said developer, but as far as I can tell, yeah, this person did work on both Bully and Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, it's kinda shitty to throw somebody else's name out there when you intentionally spread misinformation, so like I said, I'm not gonna show their name. But as to be expected, a bunch of people in the Bully fanbase lashed out at Alenzi, accusing him of lying, much to his frustration. Some also noted that one could easily use a modded PS4 to do the exact same thing Alenzi shows in the video. And others, like yours truly, requested some more credible proof, like a gameplay video. To which Alenzi responded and made a failed attempt at convincing me via private messaging. Now, normally I don't like the idea of showing people my private messages because they are private.
But in your case, I'm going to make an exception.
An exception? Cool.
Hey, breaking off few rules here. Okay, so the snippet of music you just heard in the background is a sample from the official soundtrack to the Italian film Profondo Rosso. The music appears in several of the PS4 menu videos Fares posted, so it didn't take long before a few people found the song. So thus far, Alenzi's marketing ploy has been nothing short of embarrassing. Nobody believes it. Even gaming journalists are not falling for it. And to top it all off, a bunch of Bully fanatics are demanding some gameplay footage. And so, Alenzi now has to resort to using his Monster Energy-fueled pro elite swag indie game developer skills. But there's one little problem standing in the way of that. I don't know if you've noticed this, but Alenzi sucks at developing games. He is simply not skilled enough to make a convincing fake on his own. Okay, so let me ask you this. What do you do at that point? Like, honestly, what course of action do you have? Take a guess, just for a second. Humor yourselves by taking a guess at what you would do in a situation like that. So what do? Come clean and admit being a liar? Delete your social media accounts and run away in shame? Or would you use your own money to buy a bunch of pre-made Unity assets and then awkwardly piece them together like a botched Lego set, pass it off as Bully 2 gameplay, and just pray to God that nobody's gonna notice? Coming up today, hashtag Bully2, at SWEGTA, at the Nathan NS. And hey, would you look at that? It's a cheap-looking Naughty Dog debug menu knockoff. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant a debugger menu. Oh my god. After this, Alenzi posted some gameplay footage, totally legitimate gameplay footage of Bully 2, but then decided to remove it from YouTube, only to realize that people have already downloaded the video and are now circulating the footage on Reddit and Twitter, and so he re-uploads it. As you can see, the animations look like dog shit, the lighting is god-awful, and the PC Alenzi is playing the game on is a potato, so of course the game lags as soon as he enters an area with more than just a few props scattered about. Now you might be wondering, how do I know that this is being played on PC? Well, for one, it's a Unity game. Second of all, he conveniently switches from recording the screen with his phone to using a screen recording as soon as the game supposedly boots up on his PS4. And hey, look at that! It's the same icon that I use for my channel branding, huh? Yon2295. Characters' stance and animations are way too basic and rough to be something from Rockstar. Same with the level design.
You're right. He's right.
The Nathan NS. So why would it use Unity assets, a copyrighted soundtrack, have debugger misspelled, and have uncharted animations? Fares. I have no idea. I only run the decrypted PS4.pkg signed by Rockstar that's have been shipped between the internal studios. So now that we're all up to speed, what's Fares been up to after this fiasco? Full-on damage control. That's what. So now he's deleting comments, not responding to perfectly reasonable questions, still using the name of that Rockstar Games developer, and pretending like nobody ever noticed any of the many times he done goofed. I mean, honestly, what the f*** kind of a Homer Simpson level operation is this? You know, I could understand having a slip up here and there, but goddamn. Alenzi, bruh, we gotcha. It's over. As far as I can tell, it's pretty obvious that all of this was done to draw more attention to your failure of a game development studio. This whole thing has been nothing but embarrassing, so I can only imagine how it's gonna feel when potential future employers look into what you've been up to. Everything you've done has been linked to your name by your own doing. Your video game development studio is an even bigger laughingstock than it was 3 years ago, and now you've been made into an example of why people should always take game leaks with a grain of salt. I mean, none of this is good. It's all bad. And to the surprise of no one on planet Earth, he is still posting fake Bully 2 screenshots on Twitter as if nothing ever happened. But it seems like he's not fooling anyone. The few dozens of people who gave him the benefit of the doubt have now moved on to whining about being tricked yet again. All I can say to those people is, there. And to the rest of you, I thank you for watching, and I also thank you for approaching this with some level of skepticism. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, then please consider doing so. And if you are subscribed, then make sure you have that stupid alert bell enabled, because failing that, you're not going to be notified when I upload new videos. God, I keep remembering stuff last minute as I'm recording this. Speaking of new videos, I'm still working out the details with Matt Bush regarding the Q&A he's doing on my channel. And so I just want to remind you that if you haven't, then you can still participate in the Matt Bush Q&A. Link down below. Anyway, that's it for this video. You folks, as always, stay classy. Peace.